Of Texas is a member of the House Judiciary Committee and Vice Chairman of the Subcommittee on Immigration and Border Security. Sir, welcome. Good to have you here today.
Thank you, Martha.
What do you make of this $3.7 billion request?
Well, it's misguided in the sense, assume that we are in a sinking ship. There's a hole in the ship. We need to plug the hole. We need to fix the border. But rather than do that, we're just bailing out the ship full of water, and that's what this bill does. It offers more pails to bail out the water. So it's misguided on what the real problem is and what we should do about it.
3.7, and we just listened to sort of a detail of where money goes. A lot of it is into facilities and for judges and that kind of thing, as you say. It was interesting. We looked back this morning at the latest estimate, the most recent estimate we could find, at what it would have cost to build the fence across the border, and that's about $6.5 billion. So now you've got a $3.7 billion request to basically, plug the hole and take care of the people who came through it, right?
Well, it's not going to plug the hole. What we need is the National Guard on the border. I introduced legislation to put 10,000 National Guard members on the border with the governor's request. We have to stop the problem of people coming into the United States illegally first, and then deal with the folks that are here. And so the bill is misguided because it doesn't deal with the problem, it deals with a symptom. So
it sounds like the president's not going to get his money.
Well, the bill will come, of course, to the House. I hope we adjust it to add the National Guard on the border, reimburse states like Texas who've already spent $1 million a week protecting the United States border, with the National Guard, but also deal with the issue of immigration judges. But the long term, we need to have a plan for these people who have come to the United States to reunite them to their home country. That should be the plan.
I mean, it's a mess at the border. I think everybody can agree on that. And the picture that you're seeing, you just saw a moment ago on your screen, is the ongoing hearing on the Hill in the Homeland Security Department as they talk about what's going on down there, and we're keeping one eye on that as well. When you look at this overall situation that's going on down here, and you remember what President Obama said about it in the past, I want to go to the soundbite that we have from President Obama talking about what a great job they're doing on the border.
Thanks to the outstanding work of Janet and Alan and everybody who's down here working at the border, we've answered those concerns. Under their leadership, we have border security beyond what many believed was possible. They wanted more agents at the border. Well, we now have more boots on the ground on the southwest border than at any time in our history.
So this administration claims they've done more than anybody to stop this problem.
Well, they may have done some, but the issue is the border secure? And it is not. The president is absolutely incorrect when he says that the border is secure. You can go down there and stand on the Texas side and watch people cross in from Mexico. Where are people there to stop them? They're not. They're missing in action. And so why didn't the president go down to the Texas-Mexico border while he's in Texas raising money for the Democrat Party and look for himself to see the real crisis that is occurring because the border simply just is not secure?
Another thing I find really surprising, is the irony in this. We have illegals coming across the border and going into these facilities. So the illegals are welcome into these facilities, and yet congressmen who want to figure out what's going on with this situation are not allowed anywhere near it without some very strong stipulations. Here's Congressman Bridenstine, who was on with us earlier. I want to get your thoughts on what he said.
I'm a federal representative of the people. This is a federal facility on federal property, and they're saying I can't come for another 3 weeks. Now we finally got them to capitulate that I can come on the 12th, which is still too long. But here's the thing. We need unfettered access, and when a member of Congress, when a representative of the people wants to show up at one of these facilities, we shouldn't be rejected or turned away, seemingly for political purposes.
Why on earth would that be, Congressman?
Once again, they want to make sure that the public and members of Congress get the scripted version. Same thing occurred at Lackland Air Force Base down in San Antonio. We were allowed to go down there, but you can't talk to anybody. You can't talk to the staff. You can't take any photographs. You can't do any audio recording. You can't do anything. You just have to follow us along the trail, and we will show you what we want you to see. Why are they acting this way? because they have something to hide, and that's very unfortunate.
It's
and
incredible.
Congressman Bridenstine's right.
You know, I think everyone can understand wanting to protect the children in this situation, which I think is what the administration would say is the reason for that. But why you can't talk to the staff, the people who are heading up these operations down there, that is completely undemocratic under any definition that you can think of. So these are the pictures that we have so far, folks, and we're working to get more. Congressman Poe, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, Mark.